You're listening to Being Mr. Boop, soon to be a Charles Dickens podcast.
Sooner than ever.
Sooner than... yeah, maybe. My name is Ryan Pfeiffer. Let's start over.
I'll do the same reps.
No, it's not doing different.
Welcome to the world famous Betty Boop. She was a lucky guy. So in love might make you puke. She's the apple of his eye. Sit right down, we're gonna give you the scoop with Ryan Pfeiffer and Lisa Duke. Shamma-lamma ding-dong loop-de-loop. This is the story of a guy named Mr. Boop.
You're listening to Being Mr. Boop, a loving tribute to a niche internet series. No, not that one, the other one. My name is Ryan Pfeiffer, and I am Mr. Boop. Her name is Lisa Dupe, and she is Mr. Boop.
Oh, nice, yes. That's a callback to yesterday's episode.
No, it's not. Shut up. That's just another fun way to introduce the podcast. Isn't it fun that we're switching it up now that we're about to...
We got to come up with another one for Thursday.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need to.
No, we got to do it.
And my name is Ryan Pfeiffer, and I am Mr. Boop. Lisa, it's Wednesday, December 30th, 2020, and today we're reading the 215th ever Mr. Boop strip. What happens in today's... Hey, listen.
What?
It's true. What happens in today's Mr. Boop?
In today's Mr. Boop, we see Bugs' darkest hour.
You blew it.
I was going to say
You're listening to Being Mr. Boop. I'm Mr. Boop. Who the hell are you?
Sooner than ever.
Now you have to put that as the other part as the cold open. Because it won't make any sense otherwise. Okay, 4 panels.
4 panels.
Oh, no, shut up. Shadow synopsis. 2 remain. Number 2,
Ooh.
not word.
2, yes. Okay.
What's the secondary shadow synopsis, Lisa?
Okay. That's 2 letters. This
Damn,
one
I was hoping that was the whole shadow synopsis because you had already said that, just coincidentally, or you were reading it and I didn't realize.
This one is just a frame-for-frame ripoff of a Garfield strip from '95.
Really?
What does it mean? What does it all mean? Let's find out.
That's interesting. I thought he was going to say it's a frame-by-frame recreation of what I did yesterday. 4 panels.
Okay. We'll find out what that means, too. Panel 1.
We see the corner of the same room the last few days I've been in. Last few strips. It's the corner of a dirty room. And Bugs Bunny is wearing a Quiznos uniform, so... Again, might be a Quiznos. Might be the beta stage of a new Quiznos theme park where you can live out your wildest fantasies. We can never know for sure.
I feel like to me at least, the fact that Bugs is still in the Quiznos uniform symbolizes that this is a Bugs who has been changed by Alex world. You know, it's not the default Bugs.
Do you think he put that much thought into it?
I don't know. He put a lot of thought into making sure Bugs was still in the Quiznos uniform. He could have just had...
I think it might just be for continuity. I think if he didn't draw Bugs in the Quiznos uniform, we might have been questioning, when did Bugs take off the Quiznos uniform?
Oh, man. We'd have... Oh, man.
Like, we always going to say some shit. We're always going to say some dumbass shit.
We got something to say about every Boop panel, don't we?
It's just like on Beans and Davis. Like, it's like... Yeah, if John Arbuckle didn't say this dumb thing, they wouldn't comment on it. But if he was saying a smart thing, they would be like, "Oh, what if he was saying this dumb thing?" It's like you can't win as the author, and in a situation like this, we're always going to overanalyze every little thing you choose to do.
But the best work is ones that you can overanalyze. You know, the fact that we're still finding new ways to interpret.
Oh, but I definitely could do that with Garfield as well. Yeah. Which is just I mean, like I think the reason we can do that with this strip in particular is because it was originally a Garfield strip.
Yes, that's
I think it's fun that he's paying tribute to such a great series in his final days.
So that to the famous
By
line.
the way, rest in peace, Alec Robbins.
Yes.
Because these were drawn in the final days of his life.
Yes.
It's very tragic.
Apparently unfinished.
No, he drew the last one and then dropped dead.
Wow. Alec has been untied, and I don't think we're ever given clear clues as to how
he
untied himself or if Bugs
covered in him. Blood and whatever and or darkness.
He's in his heart boxes. Nah, I made that up. There's no heart.
There's no design.
Imagine.
He should be wearing briefs.
He's wearing Bugs Bunny boxers.
Do you think he should be wearing briefs?
Well,
I feel like it would match his character more.
I'd enjoy these strips more if you were. I'll just say that. Whoa.
Why? Why is that more enjoyable? I know you're.
I'm not gonna talk about my sexual preferences on this podcast.
I know you're saying that, but like, why is that? What like?
Why do
why
I
is
find
that like? It's not like it's.
attractive
I mean, it's not really more revealing. I guess maybe it's more revealing. Maybe
it's the tightness.
Because boxers are. I mean, I guess.
It's I
guess boxers are more like pants in a way.
Exactly. You can't see anything through boxes. I'm like, what am I looking at here? What is it, design? Is that Bugs Bunny? What am I doing?
Don't you? No, there's no design on them.
Yeah.
And he's like struggling to stand up. I guess he's like he's
formed a perfect square with his arms.
Yeah, he's like leveraging himself from the floor with one of his arms. Bugs is kind of hunched over in defeat. With one of his holding one of the, he's still holding the gun, but he's like, yeah, he looks annoyed. He looks like he should be more distraught than he is, but he's just kind of annoyed. Like he's like, oh fuck it, man.
I'm done.
Read his speech bubble again.
Bugs Bunny says, "That's it. I'm done." He's no longer angry. He's just tired. Maybe Bugs did let him go. He's like, I'm giving up. Or maybe the fact that Alec
I think
that's
the plain rating is that Bugs. Oh, that's an interesting reading. I mean, the plain reading is that Bugs just let him loose, and he's like, "Ah, fuck it, I'm done. I don't know how. But that is another reading. Is that Alec broke free, and Bugs is like, "Ah, fuck it, whatever."
My immediate thought was like, well, how did he break free? I don't know.
Really?
I don't think it's really.
I think Bugs let him free because he knew it was useless to try to get answers out of a person this disturbed.
True. Then why people go into this podcast? Hey-oh.
Oh well, yeah. Panel 2, close up of Bugs. That was the flapper shot, I suppose. No, yes, no, it wasn't.
Wait, I don't know. I don't think there is one.
Yeah, listeners,
they don't all have to have a flapper shot.
Pitch Drop t-shirt store, buy our Slang Guide t-shirt, look up what a flapper shot is on the back of the shirt, and then decide for yourself. Write in at info at, what is it?
Contact being Mr. Boop.
Contact at beingmrboop.com. Write us what you think, if this is the panel 1 is a flapper shot or not. We will not read it because the show will be over by then.
Maybe the show will be over. An email, we'll do a bonus episode of reading out the one email we got.
Being Mr. our one email. Panel 2 is a close-up of Bugs. He is holding the gun with both hands and sticking the barrel of it in his mouth past his buck teeth, with tears in his eyes closed. He can't believe he's going to go out in
so far from his reality.
He's going to go out in a Quiznos uniform. We hear there's a little click onomatopoeia next to his mouth, which is very. You know what? Let me just.
Is it similar to the onomatopoeia we described with Jonathan?
It is not. It is way less dramatic. The one in strip 211 was like all bold text, excite strikes coming off the gun. It said "click," In this one, it's like it's a much more pathetic little click next to his mouth. It's like he somehow cocked the gun in a much more quiet way. Also, why did he need to cock it again? Did he fire it or something, or did he
maybe he fired it in the air? Well, I'll give you the explanation, Ryan Pfeiffer. It's for dramatic tension.
What is the okay? Thank you for the explanation, Lisa Dupe. Bugs has a speech bubble in this panel that says, "I want out."
Yes. It's hard to know if he's saying anything against the use of characters like this. Is he? I don't know. I guess in the text we see that Bugs is he's distraught and he's he feels out of place and he's brought to the position of wanting to kill himself because he's been taken away from his simple reality of tricking hunters, and he's been put into this dramatic, strange world, and he's like, well, I guess I should end it all. And I'm saying that's the text of it, but I'm saying is there any way you could read subtext into this? I don't.
I mean, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, I know. We're meant to be reading the. I mean, we're meant to be reading the text.
Listeners, write in if you have any commentary about this strip, because we got nothing. All right, we got nothing.
This is the last week, and we really dropped the ball.
We dropped.
No,
the
I mean,
ball.
is it something about using these characters, taking them out of their context that takes something away
Betty.
from them? Yes. No, but is it saying that taking these characters out of their original context and reusing them like this removes something from them? Even in book 4, Alex was taken out of his original. He was removed from his original context.
In book what?
In book 4, Alec was removed from his original context. Even
in a way, he was placed into his actual context.
Yes, that's true. But then when he started to rewrite the events, he was removed from his own context again, even further. But even he was like sidestepped from his own context.
That layer of it is a bit hard to follow, and hard to even comment upon. But when it comes to Bugs Bunny, I don't know. That's an interesting idea. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he was trying to say something about using these characters correctly. I mean, I don't think it. I mean,
I think
I'm
he's
not sure.
using. I think he's pro.
Yes,
he's definitely a copyrightable list.
Yes, but I'm not sure it's it's saying anything about copyright necessarily, because it's more about, if it is what you're saying, I think it would be more about stuff like that Winnie the Pooh horror movie or whatever. It's
maybe you shouldn't make a horror about Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, maybe you should just, if you're going to use Winnie the Pooh, maybe you should just use Winnie the Pooh as a, but I don't know. I don't think he would be saying anything like that, because the whole strip is not that.
Yeah,
but it's and now at the end he'd be making a point that these characters are suffering in a context like this. I don't know, but then again, the studios that own these characters do the same thing. I mean, look at Lunatics Unleashed. Look at whatever Cartoon All Stars to the Rescue. Even they're using these characters in situations where they don't belong.
Yeah, I guess the continual bastardization of these characters is
something that happens whether they're public domain or not.
Exactly. In panel 3,
Winnie the Pooh in Kingdom Hearts.
Wow. Yes.
That
panel
actually
3
is probably one of the better uses of a. I don't know. In Kingdom Hearts, anyway.
Mm-hmm. Panel 3, we see Alec and Bugs. They're both in the shot now, and they're both looking as a light is shone into the room.
And there's a speech bubble coming from.
They're both halted in their tracks.
Yeah, and there's little neoflex coming off of both of them to illustrate their surprise, the light from the door illuminating Alex frames so he can't see his pupils. Bugs has removed the gun from his mouth somewhat, so it's no longer past his teeth or anything.
Yeah, they've been halted in their action. Well, I mean, Bugs. Do you think Alec has been moved? I feel like Alec's head has been moved.
I think Alec
for dramatic,
I think Alec was moving himself to his feet. Who knows what he was going to do after that? If he was going to try to stop Bugs or anything. And he has been halted in that action. So maybe he's like crouched on his knees or something. Like, I don't know. I feel like standing up, should he even be at like, I mean, we're seeing at like an
well,
angle,
no, I
guess,
feel like what I was saying, I feel like this is like sort of a composite shot of the bow. Maybe it's at a weird
even if
angle.
Alex was standing fully upright, which I don't think he is, we can see that he's still like hunched over a little bit, somewhat just from his posture. He still would not be this tall compared to Bugs Bunny, even if Bugs Bunny was hunched over a little bit.
Panel.
There's a speech
panel
bubble
four?
coming from. We didn't.
Oh,
read
it
this.
says we
There's
didn't
a
read.
speech
No,
bubble
I'm
coming
sorry.
off to the right, which says, "Wait, who's saying that?"
Ooh, in panel 4.
I'm going to.
Who are you gonna guess?
Let's make a bet. Let's make a bet. How much
Divorce
you want
lawyer.
to bet, Lisa?
Divorce lawyer.
You're gonna bet divorce lawyer. Okay, I'm going to bet $5,000 that it's that it's Peter Griffin.
Ooh, okay.
Right? You put $5,000 down for that.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No, of course.
Actually, I'm going to change my bet right now. It's Betty Boop, I think, is what it is. All right. Panel 4.
Panel 4.
We see Betty Boop enter the room. Oh my God! It was Betty Boop.
My
Lisa,
God.
you owe me $5,000.
No. Can I pay it back in manual labor? I'll record another podcast with you if I don't have to pay that much money.
You got yourself a deal. She opens a door. Whatever door this was. So this is clearly not the main room of the Quiznos, because this is like a normal ass door, and I don't think a Quiznos would have a door like this. It'd have like a glass door. This is like a normal ass wooden door with a doorknob, like very generic door.
This is the back room of the Quizno.
Maybe. I was assuming it was the basement. Every Quiznos has a dark and grimy basement that you're only allowed to use if you take someone hostage.
Yeah.
Every Quiznos employee gets one opportunity to take either a customer or another employee hostage, and you only get one use. You only get one time to do that. You better make it count.
That's why they don't really exist in the UK. So because it's illegal here.
It's illegal everywhere, but Quiznos law.
Yeah, that's why they ban. Oh, Quiznos law. They got their own laws. What is?
Of course,
Betty Boop is coming through the door. Oh my God, she's doing a talkie.
She's one of the title characters. She is doing a talkie a little bit. Her arm is outstretched, but it's not really. I would not say this is a talkie because of the intent. Her arm is like.
It's more that she's doing a pushy.
She's pushing the door open, yeah, and there's motion lines from the door as well.
Yes, to indicate that it's been moved open.
Yes.
And Betty says, "You're not crazy, Bugs."
And there's a speech bubble on the bottom of the panel coming from the left that says, "Yes, he is. He's crazy. Everything's fine. Let's just have a 3-way."
Wow, he's figured out the solution to their problems. They can have a freeway.
Let me take that again. Yes, he is. He's crazy. Everything's fine. Let's just have a 3-way.
Yes. Wow, he solved his problem.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a freeway, just like in Boop. I don't know.
I think it's interesting what Alex is doing with these past few strips. Do you feel like it just occurred to him in the last few strips do you think he was like, I don't think it's been funny enough recently. Maybe because it feels like he's tried to make it funnier in the last few strips.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, oh shit, the comic's about to end. I forgot this is supposed to be funny.
This was a comedy.
I forgot it's supposed to be funny. Yeah. I know I was like leaning into the darkness to make it funnier, but it's like, it should actually be straight up funny. Also, I don't know. It feels a little inconsistent, I have to say. The
tone, you mean?
Yeah. Because it feels like the joke was that it was just played straight, but now it's like, well, we're going to make it a little more...
I feel like now he feels like that the straightness has been established to a point where he can go back to making jokes and not totally fuck with the...
But the strip's about to end. I feel like if you were going to take that route, you had to carry it all the way to the end. It just feels like, okay, we're doing jokes again.
Well, I guess it's Mr. Funny Man. I don't think
the last. I mean, I don't feel like the last 2 or 3 is gonna be like this. I mean, I guess the two remain. We'll see. I think maybe the next strip will be. Wait, the last one is the strip that's not a strip, right?
Yes.
I think the next 2 are not gonna have punchlines like this. Maybe the next one will. We'll see, I guess. I think it's interesting that he's doing
next
that.
time on Being Mr. Boop.
Oh, which is what you've been listening to.
Yes.
And we've been hosting.
This time on Being Mr. Boop. Yeah, I've been hosting? No, you've been hosting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's surprisingly absent from Being Jim Davis's Associated Acts info box bar. Do they have that?
No, that would, if they had a Wikipedia article, they'd have that. It's a Wikipedia joke. It's
of course it fucking is. You can visit the show's website at www.beingmrboop.com for full catalog episodes. For more updates, follow at MrBoopPod on Twitter. I'm at Kenny106 and at SemiSweetStuffs for everything else I make.
Yes. You can find me at wikipedia.org/LisaZoop.
That does not exist.
Make it.
It won't.
Yeah, Wikipedia.org.
You think you're gonna get a page, but David wasn't David Firth? Is that his name?
I'm more notable than him. I'm sorry.
I don't think that's true. Well, thank you and good night.
Thank you and good night, listener.
Do you think Alec Robbins is more deserving of a Wikipedia page than David Firth?
This podcast was brought to you by the Pitch Drop Podcast Network. Like what you just heard? Support the show by going to patreon.com/pitchdrop. And while you're at it, check out pitchdrop.net for more of this and other shows.